You ever have a day where you step out your door and the world just decides it's going to try you like it wants to see if you'll bend or break? Yeah, that happened. The first thing I saw was Emily on the grass, hand pressed to her ribs, dust smudged on her cheek, and these two clowns in black jackets, patches sewn on like they'd come straight from the kids' costume aisle standing over her. One of them had just kicked her, not some little nudge, but a boot right to her side. The sound was still in the air, hard and mean. The taller guy smirked like he'd already won, said HOA compliance police. "Stay back, sir." And let me tell you, I didn't stay back. Something in the wind changed. I stepped forward, eyes on Emily first, always her first. "You okay, Em?" She nodded, brave as ever, breath trembling but steady. The big guy took a step at me like a bully figured I'd back down. I didn't. I moved in. Quiet, clean. Left hand flicked his wrist aside. Right hand pressed his shoulder down. He hit the lawn hard enough to scare the dandelions. Second guy reached for his hip, maybe a baton, maybe just his pride. So I spun, tapped his arm, swept his knee out. Two thuds, two groans, their fake patches crumpling like stickers on a broken toy. "Don't get up," I told them, calm as I could muster. Emily's eyes were wide, chin up like always. She pressed her ribs and whispered, "Mark, their badges look wrong." I know I said, checking her with gentle hands. She sucked in a breath, wincing. "I'm okay." The tall one rolled to his elbow. My foot found his forearm, firm, not cruel. "Stay down." They froze, and right there I saw their eyes change. That moment when they realized they hadn't just kicked some random neighbor's wife, they'd kicked the wife of a man who'd trained to handle much worse in places they couldn't imagine. They didn't know I was a Navy SEAL. Not yet. But they felt it. Up the street, a black SUV idled, engine humming, passenger window down, somebody watching. The SUV's brake lights glowed and it inched forward. My bones told me the day wasn't even close to over. "Emily," I said, eyes fixed on that SUV voice, low call, 911. Her hand shook, but she did it. Emily always does the brave thing. The tall guy tried a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "You're making a mistake, sir. We're with the HOA Special Enforcement. There's no such thing," I said, steady, "and you just assaulted my wife." The SUV rolled closer. The driver, a suit with a lazy wave, parked and started to open his door, and that right there is where I'll pause the moment. You ever feel that second at the top of a roller coaster when you know the drop's coming? That was it. But the drop that didn't start today. This started weeks ago when kindness met pettiness on our quiet street, and folks forgot neighbor means near in more ways than just proximity. We moved in thinking we'd found a place where folks would lend you sugar and you'd return it as cookies. Neat lawns, mailboxes standing at attention, ducks waddling around the pond like they owned it, kids pedaling slow circles in the cul-de-sac. We hung a flag, put out a little welcome sign. Emily's idea said everyone should feel safe here. That's Emily. She builds community out of thin air and flour. First letter came a week later. Creamy paper folded neat, looked like a wedding invite till you read the fine print. Emily opened it, bright as always. "Dear homeowner, your trash can was visible from the street at 2:17 p.m. on Tuesday, which violates Rule 8C. We laughed. "We'll roll it back sooner," she said. We did. Rules are fine when they respect people. Next day, Emily baked banana bread for the neighbors, put slices on smiley-face napkins, brought one to Mr. James at the corner. Gentle old man, slow walker, Navy stories for days. Saw a red violation taped to his door. Porch rail, chipped grass long at the edges. Emily just smiled, offered bread, and asked if we could help with the railing. That's how we spent our first Saturday sun-warm painting and listening to Navy tales. Next week, another letter, planter box unapproved. Please submit a form. The box had daisies from the clearance rack. Emily talked to them like shy children. We filled out the form, drew a picture, snapped a photo of Emily grinning with her daisies, dropped it at the clubhouse. That's where we met Brenda, President Sharp. Glass's voice, sharper smile like a padlock. We take compliance very seriously, she said. We like good processes, Emily replied. We like people more. Next day, planter approved conditionally. Must be painted HOA sandstone within 7 days. Sandstone. Emily sighed, such a sad color for a happy box. But she shrugged. Okay, we'll paint it, but keep the joy. Stray dog wandered onto our lawn that night. White paws, brown ears, nervous tail. Emily knelt and coaxed him close, called him Biscuit, because it made her laugh. Next morning, Chloe, from up the street, hugged Biscuit and then hugged Emily. Thank you, she squealed. Kindness made the house feel real. Maybe that's why the next letter stung, bigger, bolder, red-stamped final warning. Said our flag light wasn't bright enough, our grass too tall. The planter paint 1 shade off. What's further enforcement, Emily asked. I don't know, I said, but I'm going to the meeting. At the clubhouse, Brenda banged her gavel order even when there wasn't any chaos. I stood, said maybe instead of fines, we could help neighbors fix things together. Murmurs a clap. Brenda shot a look. Rules are rules, she said. Strictness keeps order. Strict can be fair, Emily answered, but it can also be cruel. Brenda's jaw ticked. Are you new to HOA living? New to this one, Emily said. Not new to care. Not new. After that, we got watched. White sedan at the corner. Someone measuring Mrs. Rivera's gnome. A man snapping photos of Mr. James's steps. I started waving, handing out water bottles to the workers, letting them know I saw them. One night, Mr. James asked quietly, You serve just the Navy, I replied. He smiled. Keep your head on a swivel. Some folks wear authority like a costume. It all turned the day Emily was alone watering the planter. 2 men in black jackets came up, fake badges out. Step aside, ma'am, the tall one said. She asked for IDs. They flashed something quick. Cooperate or we fine you. We can arrest for refusal. There's no arrest in HOA rules, Emily said, firm but gentle. Please leave or wait for my husband, tall one sneered. Tired of these people. And then he kicked her. Emily crumpled to the grass watering can, spilling silver across the lawn. That's when I came around the corner and saw red. The rest I didn't wait, didn't yell, just moved. Took them down, held them there. The black SUV rolled up. Driver stepped out. Neat beard, neat suit, eyes not so neat. Big misunderstanding, he said, trying to smile. Emily, still on one knee, shot back. Your men kicked me. We're just trying to keep standards, he said. No compliance police, I told him. Call a real cop. He looked at my hands, saw I wasn't rattled. He called someone, not 911. Time stretched. I remembered the ducks, the banana bread, Mr. James' warning about costumes. Kindness is strength, not weakness. I helped Emily inside. Mrs. Rivera, Mr. Coleman, Mr. James, all outside watching, not alone anymore. Then a third guy stepped out of the SUV, gray hoodie, stun gun in hand. He didn't point it at me. He aimed at Mr. James. I moved, kicked the trash can into his knees, caught the wires with my jacket, tackled the guy. The stun gun clattered away. He lunged again. I let his momentum take him to the lawn. Sirens grew close. 2 real officers arrived, took one look, fake patches peeled off sticker by sticker. There's no such unit, they said. Al in the suit produced a business card, mumbled about standards consulting. Cops took statements, evidence. Didn't arrest them. Law moves slower than rage, smarter than pride. Be careful, the older officer told me. Folks like this don't like losing face. They don't like empathy either, Emily said. But we like it enough for everyone. Later, I found a GPS tracker under my truck. Called it in. Camera footage showed a shadow jamming the feed. That night, someone taped a white envelope to our door, Pay or move. Emily's lips pressed thin. We're not paying. We're not moving. Next night, someone took a slingshot to our window glass everywhere. Cops found DNA on the shards, traced it to out-of-state thugs. This wasn't some HOA spat, it was a racket organized and paid. We rallied the neighbors, swapped numbers, set up watches. When the black SUVs returned this time with acrobats, crowbars, masks, we didn't run. Coleman met them with his bat. Mrs. Rivera blasted one with her garden hose. Chloe's mom screamed for the police. I took one down myself. For once, we weren't scared. The block came together, stood as one. Even the police said they'd never seen folks band together so fast. And then the leader came out, gray hair, slicked back suit, sharp. "You people have forgotten who owns this neighborhood," he said, voice cold as a morgue. "Tomorrow, this block will be rubble if you don't comply." Emily stepped forward, bruised but unbroken. Power isn't scaring people for money. It's making someone feel safe. That's the moment the police backup arrived, county, state, a whole parade of squad cars. The detective read charges off a page harassment, extortion, conspiracy. They found folders in the SUVs, lists of names, plans to push us out and flip our homes for profit. After the arrest, the block changed. Neighbors checked in on each other. Real HOA meetings, not show trials. Banana bread on every porch. Folks who'd barely waved before now, helping, listening, watching out. Emily leaned against me that evening as the sun went down, her ribs still sore, but her spirit brighter than ever. "Promise me we always choose kindness, even when fear asks for something else." I squeezed her hand. "I promise." And when people ask, "How did you stop them?" I'll say it wasn't one Navy SEAL or one brave wife. It was a street full of people who decided fear doesn't get the last word. So where are you watching from? Because I promise out here, we're watching out for each other, and that's how the story changes every single time. Now tell me, what would you have done? Drop your story in the comments. Let's talk about what justice and real community look like right here, right now.